Can't put my finger on it. Why is the black community hating on Jay-Z? Can you imagine you caring about how other people feel about you making money to feed your family and to take care of what you got to take care of? They've been doing this boycott on Target forever. I don't understand what the fuss is all about. Tonight we gonna find out. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button too. Without further ado, we're about to get into this news about Jay-Z and try to get a better understanding of why people don't want him doing business with Target. Let's talk about it, man. Okay, cut that off. Let's go ahead and get into this. Y'all ready? All right, let's do this. Come on.
Yeah.
Jay-Z will sell out the black community to enrich himself. Hands down. Fuck New York people who think I'm talking shit.
Yeah.
Like, he will.
Right.
He rode Colin Kaepernick wave to the Rock Nation collab with the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay? He got all the niggas on Tidal before he sold it to Jack Dorsey.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
He got all the niggas drinking Ace of Spades before he sold it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jay-Z will sell out the black community to enrich himself. Hands down. Fuck New York people who think I'm talking shit.
Yeah.
Like, he will.
Right.
He rode Colin Kaepernick wave to the Rock Nation collab with the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay? He got all the niggas on Tidal before he sold it to Jack Dorsey.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
He got all the niggas drinking Ace of Spades before he sold it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jay-Z will...
I'm trying to understand what's the big deal about that. Somebody fill me in. That's what you're supposed to do. People do it all the time. Start businesses, sell businesses. That's his business. Is he supposed to get a census from the black community before he decide to do what he want to do with his business? How is that selling out? Like, y'all ain't out here flipping whatever y'all flipping to make ends meet and don't give a damn about whoever bought whatever it is you selling. You ain't think about if they gonna get sick, they gonna catch diabetes. Y'all should see the people out here selling. Then you got Young Miami on the radio talking about scamming and scheming and people dancing. You got police officers grooving to this stuff. Jay-Z not the only one selling records out of Target. I mean, if you get money, then you public enemy number one. That's what it boils down to. If you getting too much paper, I don't give a damn if you're a rapper, you're a pastor, whatever the case is. If you getting too much money, people gonna tie you into the devil one way or another, because as a black man, I guess people feel like you're not supposed to be that successful. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to look into this stuff some more, man. Because people really do hate Jay-Z. He got the big afro and everything. Power to the people. And then he sold out to the man. If I was Jay-Z, I would get the low cut all over again and say to hell with all of that afro nonsense. Listen to this, y'all.
Our guy.
Swiss beats.
He's so calling out. This is our guy. This is our guy. He's so calling out.
Hey.
You know what's so funny? I'm going to tell you how New York City works. Because nobody's going to circle back to him. You know why nobody in this town's going to circle back to him? Because they're scared of him. Because they want to ride his knot all day long. So they're scared of him. Nobody wants to hold this guy accountable for where we're at right now. And that's Jay-Z.
Man, they need to cut this shit out. They making it seem like he Jesus H. Christ. It's really not that deep. Jay-Z, if you listening, man, get your money. Because if you're going to be worried about what people got to say, you're going to be broke for the rest of your life, man. Okay, let's do this real quick since we all here. Y'all listening?
Americans at all. They're all sellouts. It's the black boule period. The men and the women.
You partnering with Target was a big F you. You know why? Because you're a billionaire, so it's not like you need the money. You're constantly talking about black liberation, and you decided out of anybody, you could have partnered quite literally with anybody. And you decided to partner with Target, the one store that we have been boycotting, you decided to partner with them? And I already know how the deal went. I'll give you bukus of money if you can get these ignorant minions back in my store. And all you said was bet. It's actually an insult to our intelligence for you to think that at a snap of a finger, just because you selling some at Target, we're going to run back and start buying stuff from them. And it just don't sit well with me because it's giving the aura of, I know I'm bigger than the program. I know I can do whatever because I'm the culture and they will follow me. It's just so disgusting and disheartening.
Someone who did not have a
Just imagine all the she got in her house and where she got that stuff from, man. All of the purchases she made this month. The utilities she paid. Target is public enemy number one. How? How did Target get to be so bad? Y'all know better than me. And I don't want to be ignorant speaking on stuff I don't know. So let's do a little bit of research together, man. Y'all listening? Okay, listen to this.
This month, activists have called for a boycott of Target over its decision to scale back diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Activists call that nationwide boycott when they demonstrated outside of Target's downtown Minneapolis headquarters on Thursday. A week ago, Target said it was ending the promotion of some Black-owned businesses, a policy put in place after George Floyd's murder. They are also ending the focus on hiring and promotion of more women and minority groups. We have reached out to Target but have not heard back from them. One of the social justice activists at the rally and one of the leaders of this boycott, Nikema Levy Armstrong, longtime civil...
Hold on, wait a minute. That's fucked up. So you mean to tell me that they just flat out said we not supporting black businesses like that? We not going to be hiring women, especially black women. We just not doing it no more. So they did a reverse McDonald's on the black community and everybody. And that's not funny, but goddamn. That's some bold and coach for them to flat out and put it out there like that. Or is that how people read it? Did they read it wrong? Whatever. We're about to find out.
Rights leader and a civil rights attorney. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you
All
for
right.
having me.
Why did you decide that this needed a boycott?
Well, I think that we're at a point in time where we see an attack on our democracy. We see rapid changes coming from the White House. We have seen a lot of conversation around diversity, equity, and inclusion and rolling back those initiatives from our highest level of government. So to see Target Corporation, a Minnesota-based company that was beloved, that has had a lot of support over the years, cower to the Trump administration was absolutely unacceptable. And so we made a decision that it's time for us to stand up and to use our voices and to also show Target with our dollars that we are not in support of them rolling back their diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives.
Okay, wait. What other record stores out there selling vinyls or selling CDs? Or where can you go and buy something like that? People saying, why did Jay-Z work with Target? I'm surprised Target still got CDs and vinyls in the store. DVDs in the store. People, I don't remember the last time I used a DVD or listened to a CD or a cassette, and damn sure not a vinyl. So it's not a big business for that, or maybe I'm wrong. Let me look into this real quick. Y'all stay tuned, man. We're going to figure this out because maybe Jay-Z had other options and I just didn't know what it was. Okay, let's do this real quick. Y'all listening? Okay, here we go. Stores that sell what stores sell them, man? Okay, let's get into this real quick, man. So where did people want Jay-Z to sell his music at? The Vinyl Frontier? Look, they showing stuff over. I need to get off of this, man. Let me do this. U.S. What are some of the places in the U.S. of A. that sell this type of stuff? Not in my hood. What about in New York City? I'm pretty sure New York City got plenty of places. Y'all want him to sell his record? It's a million different places. He will have to sign a deal Well, all these hole in the walls just to get some copies sold. I don't see no major stores nowhere that sell vinyls. And I'm looking all over the map. So if Target is distributing like that, then where do y'all want him to go? Answer that for me. So Barnes and Nobles sell vinyls. I don't remember the last time I went up in the Barnes and Noble. It been like 10 years. Well, you figure he could have just sold it online, but that means people would have to get online and order, and that's no big deal. People can order online, but I'm not trying to make excuses for Jay-Z, but damn, if it's something that's to be sold, okay, I'm gonna quit shucking and jiving. I don't like what Target did and how they excluded black people from their process, the way they tried to minimalize minorities and everything, especially women. That's not cool. And Jay-Z, knowing that, he could have took his business somewhere else. So I'm on board. He was dead wrong for that. He did not have to work with Target. He could have found another way to get it to the people. You know, he got connections, but you figure if an opportunity come knocking, especially at this stage of his career, he'll be willing to take it, especially with him being tied into Epstein, tied into Diddy, and tied into all this madness. He got a lot of people that hate him, so when Target came calling, he probably jumped at the opportunity. He probably ain't think about none of that stuff. He got bills to pay. Okay, mortgage due. He got he getting older. People depending on him, so he like, well, whatever way I can make $1, I'm gonna make $1. And that don't make it right, but it shows that it's a possibility that he might be in a desperate situation right now, because that's what it's boiling down to. You can't be conscious with a big old afro with a fist up, then turn around and do something like this. What's that lady that was working with Target and she was selling the hummus and all that type of stuff? The lady with the afro? He did a reverse, whoever she is. We gonna move on. Listen to this.
Jay-Z actually has a new collab with Target that is selling an exclusive vinyl for the 30th Brooklyn. Reasonable Doubt.
Jay-Z is selling Reasonable Doubt products at Target, and people are upset.
For Jay-Z, yeah, vinyl and Target, a lot of people's gonna buy that.
But I know everybody not happy about it being with Target. I see why people are a little.
Okay, I will let that rock, but that copyright.
No, Jay-Z can sell out a stadium.
No, he cannot.
100%.
No. He might be able to sell out. He can sell out a stadium like for Summer Jam here or whatever it is. But if Jay-Z could sell out a stadium as a headliner, he wouldn't have been doing these co-headline stadium. His greedy ass would have absolutely been taking all that money himself if he could sell the stadium by himself.
Here's the thing that I'm saying, right, is that when Jay goes into a concert, his idea is just stand there, right? Kanye is giving us a show.
Yeah, Jay does not have a vision.
Beyonce gives us a show.
Yeah, he's not a vision. Like, I think he's not terribly different than me in the sense that he's not like a visual type, like conceiving of this whole thing. That's not what Jay-Z's going to give you. But what Jay-Z has is the catalog, right? So you go to a Jay-Z show, and this is why it's wild when you go to those co-headline Jay-Z shows, because he's playing Heart of the City and nobody there cares. That's how I know he ain't selling out these stadiums, because he's playing the real Jay-Z songs where I'm like, oh, okay, this is what's up. And nobody down there cares, right?
No, Jay-Z.
That's pretty messed up, man. The audience is different. The times is different. So for him to sell his music to a newer audience, I'm pretty sure he's willing to do whatever it takes, because people not interested like how they used to be. So you got to roll with the punches.
1, 2. Oh, we got some athletes in here. 2. All right. Well, you guys deserve a picture. The way you made it over here. All right. 1, 2. Oh, we got some athletes in here. 2. All right. Well, you guys deserve a picture. The way you made it over here. All right.
I don't know how I feel about seeing Jay-Z with other people's kids. Not with these allegations. I mean, the Foxy Brown shit, the Epstein stuff, man, it's not a good feeling. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Why they got their kids with Jay-Z?
You look at that partnership with Jay-Z in the NFL. What do you think?
I didn't love it, I mean, I was critical of it, obviously. I have a lot of respect for Jay-Z. I know what he's done for culture. this is, and I feel like I always have to qualify because I know how dearly our culture holds him, as they should, and respect and reverence to him, and obviously Beyonce too. And I know what he was probably thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But you're dealing with a different group of people here in the sense of like, they needed the access to the culture.
Mm-hmm.
That Super Bowl halftime show was on life support.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was with that show at all. And as soon as he aligned, he gave them access to something they didn't deserve.
Is it safe to say that black people are the pulse of American culture? Is that what people holding on to? Is that the reason why people feel as if the culture, whatever that is, man, people feel like the culture is so important. The culture is a gold mine. What is the culture? Playing on people's ignorance? Is that what it is? If you could play on a lot of people's ignorance all at one time, you could land on a pot of gold. Is that the whole agenda? And do black people feel as if we're the gatekeepers of this? We will be ignorant for you and give you our dollars if you show us a little bit of respect or make it seem like you give a damn? Is that what this is all about? Because they going in on Jay-Z for partnering with the NFL, and they're saying that Jay-Z is bringing the culture with him. So when they say the culture, and if Jay-Z is supposed to be the face of the culture and all of the stuff that Jay-Z represents, what do that say about the culture? Is that, hey, I ain't trying to be a Tom about this, but let's be real about this. What exactly is the culture? I'm going to start doing more videos on this because, somebody got to explain this to me. And as a black person, you figure I should already be with the program, but I want to know what the program is before I get with it. Maybe I heard something wrong. Let me run this back. Listen.
You look at that partnership with Jay-Z and the NFL. What do you think?
I didn't love it. I was critical of it. Obviously, I have a lot of respect for Jay-Z. I know what he's done for culture. I feel like I always have to qualify because I know how dearly our culture holds him, as they should, and respect and reverence to him, and obviously Beyonce too. And I know what he was probably thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But you're dealing with a different group of people here in the sense of like, they needed the access to the culture.
Mm-hmm.
That Super Bowl halftime show was on life support.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was with that show at all. And as soon as he aligned, he gave them access to something they didn't deserve.
Hey, man, I could be a critic all day long, but we're going to keep it moving.
So Jay-Z actually has a new collab.
Jay-Z is getting called out over his Target deal, but are we surprised?
The point is, for me, this is a bad look and a bad decision. I think that for Hov, yes, for Jay-Z. There's an ongoing boycott of Target. Number one, number two, after the NFL boycott, you partner with NFL, right? After there's a Target boycott, you do a deal with Target. Whether everything is complicated, everything is nuanced, but at the end of the day, it just starts to look, as Joe would say, starts to look away. Mm-hmm. When every time there's a boycott, you pop up working with those people.
I think Jay-Z do care about the black community, but business comes first. He's shown us time and time again what matters most and why.
Hey, y'all gonna hate me, but let's be real about this, man. Matter of fact, let's get this together. Let's wind this down a little bit to come to a better understanding together, man. Y'all listening to S.A.T, we do this for educational purposes. So try to feel me on this. Vibe with me on this, man. Don't hate me for this. But we got to get into this. Matter of fact, let's do it like this. Okay. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. I love Tariq Nasheed. You know what I'm saying? But what I want to talk about right now is people cashing in on the black struggle. Whenever there's some black people doing bad or something tragic happening in the black community, there's people there to capitalize on it one way or another. Either they speaking out against the problems or whatever. You could be an activist or whatever. Either way, people cashing fat checks off of the struggles of black people. Let something go down and see how many YouTubers hop on to give their take on it. Let somebody get kidnapped or killed in another country or some injustice happen. There's plenty of people lined up to line their pockets to make money off of the tragedy. and I'm not trying to target this brother or whatever, but he made a damn career out of black people's struggles and playing on the ignorance of, and he's not the only one. We talk about Dr. Umar Johnson. We talk about a whole bunch of people. So if Jay-Z's angle is to swoop in and get them big corporate dollars off of the behalf of some discrimination against black people or whatever the case is, what make him any different than the person that posts 1 million videos about a tragedy but don't have no solutions to the problem? You know what I'm saying? Help me understand that, y'all. Okay, let's get back into this.
And again, we have not heard from Target. One thing that really struck me is that I shop at Target, and these initiatives that they had were front and center. They were on the end caps. They produced some great products. Really, really was a success by any conclusion. And Target, in fact, used to boast about them. I mean,
Absolutely.
Does it surprise you?
To some degree, absolutely, it's surprising, to have a company that we all look to for leadership in the area of diversity, equity, and inclusion take several steps back. And they're really setting the tone, right, for what it means to be responsible as a corporation for embracing the diversity that exists in America. So to have them not hold the line and to roll back diversity, equity, and inclusion felt like a slap in the face. But I understand how capitalism works as well, where companies often put profits and politics over people. And sadly, that part of the equation did not surprise me. But a lot of other Minnesotans are very surprised.
Well, let's talk about the politics of this, because President Donald Trump made it very clear that he was going to be doing this in terms of federal policy. I think some people were caught off guard when some of these companies started doing this. What about the other companies that are doing this? The Walmarts, Meta, Ford, Amazon have all announced to a certain extent that they're rolling it back. Are you boycotting them as well?
Well, there are people who are personally boycotting those companies, but our focus at this moment is on Target Corporation. Many of us who are leading the charge are folks who have been out on the front lines for a long time. We fought for justice.
See, that's that bullshit. You pick and choose who you want to target when you could target a whole bunch of targets. This lady said Walmart did the same thing, but don't nobody want to boycott that. Is the point to start with Target and move on to something else, take down one, then take down another? Are they trying to go at the smallest corporation that did this? Is Target an easy target? Or they figure like that's a start or whatever? But if he made it a corporate thing or a national thing, then Target not the only company that's doing stuff like this. So it's people working at companies that's discriminating against them. But we all agreed, or some people agreed to target and all of this. Wait a minute, man. We're going to move on a little bit. We're going to come back to this because it's still not clicking in my head. It probably clicked in your head, but it ain't clicking my head yet. So all this outrage or whatever, it seemed like it's selective.
At Target, we're going to run back and start buying stuff from them. And it just don't sit well with decided out of anybody. You could have partnered quite literally with anybody. And you decided to partner with Target, the one store that we have been boycotting. You decided to partner with them. And I already know how the deal went. I'll give you bukus of money if you can get these ignorant minions back in my store. And all you said was bet. It's actually an insult to our intelligence for you to think that at a snap of a finger, just because you selling some at Target, we're going to run back and start buying stuff from them. And it just don't sit well with me because it's giving the aura of, I know.
This some bullshit. I was in Target yesterday and I'm trying to tell you the whole hood showed up. I wasn't the only brother in Target. They got specific items that you could only get at Target. And I doubt if they're in there walking around wondering, well, where the black, how come no black customers coming in? They had black people working there. Hey, I guess it's an online boycott or something. Because all the Targets I go to, it'd be packed with black people up in there. And Ain't nobody out there with no picket signs and nothing. It's selective outrage, man. That's what it got to be. Because if you're going to go after one corporation, you're going to have to go after all of them at this point, because they all on that same time. You got black people that refuse to buy from black businesses. True story. Yesterday I went out. Matter of fact, let me show y'all what I'm talking about since we talking about it. Y'all listening? Okay, here we go. Matter of fact, I'm going to have to do this real quick too before we really get started. Nope, I need something harder than that. Nope. Yeah, leave that on. Let me do this real fast. Then we're going to move along and we're going to come right back. What time is it? Okay, we got time. We got time. Okay, look at this, y'all. For all the people watching, I need to talk to y'all real quick, man. Because some of y'all ain't hit the like, and I know y'all ain't hit the like. Ain't gonna hit the like. I want to show y'all some love, but y'all ain't showing me no love. And Jason Wildboy is letting me know that even though you saying smash the likes, you ain't even smashed the like, my bro. What's that all about, man? Show me some love. All the people watching, let me know you in the building. Because we got to talk about some stuff real quick. I'm going to tell y'all what happened with me. Look. Hold on, get it together. Y'all gonna see exactly what happened to me and why we having this conversation. Okay, I think we got it all set up. Okay, we do. All right, cut that out. Let's get back into this. So yesterday, right, after I left Target, I said, let me get something to eat. So I went to Panda Express. I went in there. The food was looking delicious. The lady was fixing my plate. She was doing it right. She put a whole bunch of rice on there. Mind you, I'm about to get some of them premium meats. I'm about to get that, what was it? The brisket, and I was going to get the pepper steak or whatever. So that's extra. She get a plate to the other lady, the Mexican lady or whatever. She get to fixing my plate. She put one scoop of chicken on there, turned around, put 3 pieces of steak on there, and was getting ready to close the box. So I said, ma'am, I need some more than that. I'm paying premium prices. You trying to give me 3 pieces of meat. She talking about, oh, well, they tell us we could only give out 6 pieces of meat. I said, I'm good. You can go ahead and put that back in the pot. So I walked out of there feeling justified, dignified. You know, because I ain't go along with the BS. I said, you know what? I'm about to support black owned. I'm about to go support a black business. And I pulled up to the Golden Crown. I knew I was going to get robbed. But I ain't know I was going to get robbed that bad. And I ain't trying to talk bad about no black owned business or Caribbean businesses or whatever. But y'all already know. They robbed me with a spatula, man. It wasn't even no beef in the patty when I got home. My belly was empty and my wallet was empty. And I was thinking to myself, well, hell, I was better off getting them 3 pieces of meat at the Panda Express. The point I'm trying to make is, you know, you getting screwed either way it go. You know, it's fucked up out here. So if Jay-Z want to sell his record at Target, what you not going to go buy? I know I'm not going to go buy it. What I'm going to do with a vinyl? I don't even have a CD player, let alone a vinyl. So if he doing it for nostalgia, if there's somebody that walk in there and walk out with a Jay-Z vinyl, good for them. And good for him too. But I doubt if people gonna be lined up around the block to buy an album that's damn near 40 years old. People upset about it and got the right to be upset about it, but I'm starting to think this ain't nothing but selective outrage.
Oh, I'm bigger than the program. I know I can do whatever because I'm the culture and they will follow me. It's just so disgusting and disheartening.
Someone who did not have a full view of the world, someone who did not have an intact family unit behind him, steering him to education, someone who did not have an elevated sense of sort of values or moral. There's a reason why street level criminals, men or strippers and sex workers, women, are cast into these roles if they're not naturally them. If you're an evil white man running a multi-million-dollar monopoly, multi-billion-dollar, you want an army of street hustlers underneath you. You don't want like people with parents who love them and, you know, uncles who are lawyers. You don't want them. You can't exploit them that easily. Anyway, they regularly call up Jay for their counterinsurgency needs. They've installed him as some sort of like black leadership figure who just shows up whenever black people need to be called into submission.
I don't know why y'all surprised that Jay-Z is having a deal with Target. He been a sellout. And the crazy part is, like, y'all keep eating up talking about, oh, he the king, he the king. He's never been the king of hip-hop. He's never held the title of king of hip-hop ever. Not after Biggie died, not after Tupac died. Never. Like, sorry. And it's just like now y'all starting to finally see his true colors, even though some of us have been seeing his true color. And the crazy part is, as a Beyonce fan, I hate this for her because it's like I personally never liked Jay-Z for her. Like, I don't care what nobody says. I know some Beehive members be like, oh, well, if you're a true Beyonce fan, you'll stick behind her husband. No, that. I can't stand Jay-Z. I never will. Like, just because I love Beyonce doesn't mean I don't have to like her husband. I never will. Sorry.
So yeah, you have a.
I'm just baffled how people adopted hip hop culture or as the entire culture. It's okay to have subcultures or, you know, there's cultures within cultures. And that's absolutely fine. There's things that trend for a little while and it move on. There's certain things that certain groups of people enjoy for a time. Hip hop been dead. It been time to move on, but people been holding on to dear life. That's the saddest part about all of this. It went from gospel to blues. People moved on to funk or whatever the case is. We done been through so many phases to where, hell, you know, that was cool back then, but we done moved on. So, you know, we on to the next. We ain't been on to the next in 50 years. It's like the soul has died. It ain't a creative bone in nobody's body right now. We at such a low to where scamming and scheming is being celebrated on the radio. I'm over it, man. When I see people talk about the culture and talk about Jay-Z, Biggie, and Tupac, like they Dr. King and Malcolm X, and all, it's sad. He's a rapper selling music. People make it seem like he's a black leader or something like that. Or he's in charge of the culture or something, like he's a righteous person or whatever the case is. Jay-Z, sell that record wherever the hell you want to sell it at, man. Target, Walmart, whatever. Sell it at the White House. If that's how you feel about it. Your music ain't doing black people no favors to begin with. So Target is the perfect place to sell the damn music at. If they boycotting Target, they need to be boycotting Reasonable Doubt too. Because that album got a whole bunch of ignorance in it. That album is a part of the reason why a lot of people got a fucked up mentality, man. Sell a damn record, Jay-Z. Don't pay attention to none of this stuff. It's all silly at the end of the day. Okay, we about to move on. Y'all make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like, regardless of how you feel about it. Hit the like for me. And hit the notification button too. We're about to get into some more stuff, some more criticism of Jay-Z. People voicing their opinions. I want to hear what this young lady got to say about it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hear what she got to say. There's a lot of people with an opinion, but on S.A.T. today, I want to hear what she got to say.
Good morning, black people. Got your coffee? I've got mine. So listen, there are things that I want to say today, things that a lot of you are not going to like hearing, but I'm going to say them anyway because I'm going to just tell the truth like I've been doing. And the truth is the truth. And we're not going to always like the truth, but it is what it is. But before I do that, I would like to say thank you so much to LaShawn for helping the library pantry. And then I would like to say thank you to Edward. Edward, thank you so much for helping. We need to stop holding them in such a high esteem where we ignore the many ways in which they can be harmful to our community. Jay-Z. Let's talk about it for a minute or two. You know, Jay-Z didn't have to do this. Jay-Z is a super deliciously rich person. He is a billionaire, I do believe. And so this deal that he made with Target was completely unnecessary. He could have made this deal with so many other people. He didn't have to make it with Target and during a time when the black community is boycotting Target.
Wait a minute,
This
man.
is not a game.
Hey, if that's the case, he shouldn't do a deal with nobody. Because the black community should be boycotting every damn body and everything. It shouldn't be nothing that the black community shouldn't be boycotting at this point. Especially where we at when it comes to in the greater scheme of things. Shit, you shouldn't be making the deal at all. You shouldn't be getting no money. If that's how you feel about it, if it's about justice, you shouldn't even be working a job. You shouldn't even be getting gas. You should be riding a bike, a homemade bike that whoever find a blacksmith to make a bike. Because regardless if you go get a Huffy, I'm pretty sure they got some it going on too. The foundations of the country been built off of slavery, man. You should be boycotting your house, your neighborhood, your city. If that's the case, where he gonna go do a righteous deal when it comes to people of color? He do Africa Records. He distributed through Nigeria. Y'all gonna be talking about they sold us into slavery or whatever the case. You can't win for losing. Oh, look, I'm gonna shut up about it. I know I'm in my feelings and everything. Matter of fact, let's chillax for a little bit, because y'all looking uncomfortable over there. I do apologize. I'm gonna try to warm up to y'all a little bit. Y'all ain't leaving comments. Y'all acting like the boogeyman on the screen. But that's Negro here, no there. Let me at least see what y'all talking about before I continue on, because I'm all the way in my feelings about this stuff. I'm sick to the stomach when it comes to this. Let me see if anybody has something to say as regards to the video. Somebody said, this is his second time selling us out. NFL was the first. But people still watch football, though. And y'all waiting for the season to start again. You still got your favorite team. You still gonna tune into the Super Bowl. When your team playing, you gonna watch the Super Bowl. Or you gonna watch football, period. You not gonna cut sports out. Y'all didn't take y'all kids out of football practice. Y'all still on it. You still gonna get the party wings. You still gonna have drinks. When the game is on, you gonna be at the sports bar. So what sense do that make? How did he sell out the NFL when the NFL got plenty of black fans still? And there's plenty of black people there's plenty of players that still play in the NFL. Some of y'all got favorite football players. And they talking about how he sold out the NFL. I mean, how he sold out to the NFL. That don't make no sense, man. Somebody said when Donald Trump got elected, Target said, we can show how they really feel. Man, I hate to say it. Matter of fact, I ain't going to say it. I'm going to leave that one alone. Matter of fact, I will say it. Y'all got to see what I'm talking about real quick. Y'all got to feel me on this so we can all understand this together. Look at this. This is what did it. I mean, it been bad for black people, but this is what really sealed the deal. This is where all the hatred is coming from. This the reason why Target and all these companies don't want to support women of color and they pulling out these deals and stuff. It's all because of this right here, man. And I'm not saying there was nothing wrong with this, but it definitely left a stain. You know, this type of excellence really ruffled a lot of feathers out there. People hated to see it. And imagine, you figure he had one term, and that's, 4 years or whatever. He done had 2 terms. People been feeling the way for a whole decade straight and still feeling the way about it. Y'all seen that UFC fight where the dude was at the White House and out the blue, he talking about Michelle Obama is really a man, and it came from nowhere. But it was in there. He just got done fighting the whole fight and wanted to throw a jab at the first lady of the or the former first lady of the United States. For what? For why? People just couldn't stand the sight. Still can't stand it. And that's something that, you know, it's a hard pill to swallow, and a lot of people still ain't swallow it yet. They ain't want her touching on nothing in there, man. Them pictures in the back, they had to repaint them because the pictures rolled their eyes permanently with them in the house. Can you imagine Michelle Obama walking around the White House with booty shorts on and stuff? They wasn't feeling that. Barack Obama doing whatever he doing in the basement. The Secret Service kicked the door in. It smelled like nothing but weed, allegedly. They didn't want that type of stuff going on in there. They daughters sneaking out to house parties, coming back in the middle of the night or whatever. People couldn't stand the fact, still can't stand the fact. So now they feel like it's our turn, or we got the ball, or whatever the case. People gonna do what they want to do with it. Since they had to endure Michelle Obama, they feel like, you know, it's a lot of hate that this couple done revved up in America, unfortunately. And that's why, I feel like that's why a lot of the things that's happening now, you know, that's why it's happening, or whatever the case. But that's Negro here, no there. Hey, let me know what y'all think about this. Somebody said, I thought we was joking about knowing who doesn't give him likes, but he's really serious about what he talking about. Okay, y'all lost me with that. Somebody said, when the punk hits the fan, all these bitches want to dance. Come on, get with. Y'all ain't talking about a goddamn thing. Let's just get back to the video. Y'all ain't talking about shit. But first of all, I want to let y'all know the reason why I made this video is because I'm trying to get a better understanding of why everybody hooting and hollering about Jay-Z making a business deal when he's a businessman and never sworn to be a black activist in no way, shape, or form. Jigga what? Jigga who? Jigga, what's my fucking name? Jigga, and who I'm rolling with, huh? My nigga. The whole crowd be like, my niggas. Niggas better get it right. Just better get it right. Who? Jigga. Do that sound like somebody that give a damn about the black community? And people singing along to his lyrics, do that sound like some people that give a damn about themselves? Man, Jay-Z, sell that shit in Publix, Target, Walmart, put it on Amazon, sell it, man. That's what you do. People okay with you talking about selling crack. They'll go to your concert and listen to you talk about selling all the drugs and how you a menace to the society. You the reason why the crime rate is high. They bob their heads to these lyrics. But when you sell something out of Target, people want to go crazy. Man, fuck that. That's the dumbest that I heard all year, for people to be outraged over this.
Why is it every time people start agreeing on something, this man appears like a random encounter NPC whose only quest is lowering team morale? Most recently, Buddy went against the code and shortstopped the boycott. But if we be honest, homie has a long history of cap. Let's dive in. 2003, Change Clothes, the Black Album. Helps push hip-hop fashion away from oversized jerseys toward a more tailored look, although currently he's given up the clean-cut look in favor of a more urban comfort motif. 2009 DOA, Death of Auto-Tune drops. Bro really tried to uninstall Autodash Tune, taking aim at the way
They got him as a black superhero that looked like Maxwell. They got him looking like a black superhero that looked like Maxwell with a jean suit, cape, afro, and shades like Jay-Z is Superman out here, y'all.
That shit sold out fast. Boom.
Million
Boom.
people in the queue. Oh, Jay-Z added 2 shows, I think.
He doing so far too?
He doing a Yankee Stadium. That's a fucking movie, dog.
That shit sold out fast. Boom.
Million
Boom.
people in the queue. Oh, Jay-Z added 2 shows, I think.
Now these are the masters, Jay, as you know. The masters. I mean, people are selling their masters these days. Would you ever sell your masters?
No.
Never?
No.
Why not?
It's. I get why people do it. I've been fortunate enough to make money in this place, but for me, was the fight of my life. You know, from being an independent company from the beginning, and then going through the Def Jam system, not really understanding how that works, and them having my masters, then going back to Def Jam as the president, and then saying, okay, I'll do this job, and part of this job is my masters has to revert back to me. Just, you know, it was for my kids to see my work.
Man, they got Jay-Z by the balls. Just think about it. When your whole career is threatened, he seen Diddy go to jail. And he idolized Diddy. A lot of people did. A lot of people still do. They was striving to be like Biggie and Diddy, Dame Dash and Jay-Z. That's what they based their whole model on. Then the rise to where it looked like he was even bigger than Diddy in the culture. And then to see that man go to jail over some sex trafficking or whatever, some sexual things like Bill Cosby. And that's the lifestyle that they live, to where, you know, they get it in with people. They grown-ass men. However they like it, they can get it. They can afford to do what they want to do. They rent out a hotel or get an Airbnb. They be in the Hamptons or whatever. That's their grown-ass business, whatever they got going on, as long as no kids are involved. They pinned kids on them. They pinned Jeffrey Epstein on them. So they got him all the way by the balls, man. He couldn't get a loan. People saying the money was acting funny or whatever. He trying to hold on to his masters. So at this point in his career, it's old music. If he can resell it, then why wouldn't he do it? Now people feel like he shouldn't be reselling his music. He trying to do this concert to appease to the black community, to be in good graces with the black community. He already had dreads. Then the black community turned around and said the dreadlocks was fake. So they're like, damn, I can't win for losing. He come out with the roots with a big old afro on him. And people was back on his side for a little bit. Then he turned around and tried to sell some music. Now, you can't win for losing, man. He might as well just go ahead and do the full Michael Jackson. And come to think about that, that make me wonder, if Mike would have stayed black, would the black community would have turned on him real, real bad with the business deals and the moves he was making? Imagine if Michael Jackson never changed his face and he stayed African American. And as he advanced in his career, as he got bigger and bigger, because when you think about, and not to make this all about MJ, but he only had 3 dance moves. And he let that shit rock for like 4 decades or more, 4 or 5 decades. 1 moonwalk, 1 crotch pump, and a spin around, and he didn't even have a split. Like, he didn't even have a split like James Brown. But he was able to finagle that for a long ass time. He went through his allegations and things too, but it wasn't coming from the black community. People roll with Michael Jackson through all of that. If he would have never bleached himself out, that probably wouldn't have been the case. If he was a black Mike Jack and they had them allegations out there about him, shit, black community probably would have shitted on Michael Jackson. He probably protected himself with his complexion and everything. That's just food for thought. That may or may not be the case.
That's why Yo Gotti got to sell Privé for $3 million, so they don't have to force him to shut the whole establishment down. The only person who could really buy it off of him is Jay-Z. That's why Yo Gotti got it.
Would you ever sell your masters?
No.
In 2008, MIA had a promising career ahead of her. She dropped her song Paper Planes, and it ended up becoming a massive hit. The record peaked at the number 4 spot on the Billboard charts, and fans couldn't get enough of her music. Shortly after, she was being offered management deals by Jay-Z's Roc Nation, and was clearly heading for the top. Not only was she talented, but she also proved she can make a hit song. But somehow, with all this hype and potential, MIA's career died, and she fell off. While this does happen to many artists eventually, when it came to MIA, it wasn't because her time was up. According to her, it was because she signed to Jay-Z, and after she refused to sell out, he destroyed her career. According to MIA, Jay-Z played a big part in her career being derailed. Recently, she has gone to...
She ain't had no business making music anyway. Let's be real. That shit was trash. Nobody on the corner got swagger like us. A swagger like... I don't even know if it was selling in India like that. But it was annoying as fuck. People, suffered through it because of Jay-Z. And you figured it's the new wave or whatever the case. People tried to drown her out for the beat. They had remixes of her with the her vocals real low, with the beat turned up higher or whatever the case is. So if she didn't want to play ball or whatever they had going on, then hell, somebody pull the plug. Nobody was wondering where her music was at. What happened to MIA? People was glad they cut the noise. They did us a favor when they stopped playing her shit on the radio. But hey, what do I know?
So the auction happened yesterday, and basically no one showed up. Only Jay's lawyers, the state, and, the crew that was initially suing me. The state made a bid for it of $1 million. They now have the state, for now, I guess, as a partner. I thought people really loved Homeboy Pause way more than they did. People did not show up. Drake did put a bid in for $6 million, but then he disappeared. And so I'm like, damn, Jay didn't even make a bid. He didn't even want his own shit. He didn't think it was worth $3 million. He himself did not want to bid $3 million on that shit. A billionaire, suppose. So the auction happened.
Damn. You can't pay people to buy music these days. Buying a record company or whatever for $3 million. Well, what new records is the company going to produce that could turn a profit? It's good bragging rights or whatever, but it's not like it's producing nothing no more. A record label in general is not worth a shit. Unless you are a big time record label, but people not buying music is not for sale. It's not the music that's selling. So who gives a damn? For Jay-Z to put the record out and Target, it was a nostalgia thing. He's not planning on going platinum. Who gonna buy 1 million vinyls? It might not even be 1 million functioning vinyl players in America right now. You figure the Rockefeller logo is a vinyl. And, when they first came out, they was pushing them chains. The Rockefeller, everything about Rockefeller is vinyl for the most part. So somebody thought it'd be a cute little touch to go along with his concerts or whatever. For the die-hard fans out there that's probably still living in their mama basement on the turntables that had them Jay-Z records. He touring with the Roots. It's a lot of DJ Premier fans out there looking forward to that new Reasonable Doubt. 50 plus, pot belly. Like I said, at home video game right next to the turntables. And he want to pop that Jay-Z on there and do a couple of scratches before he go to sleep. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Your 12-year-old daughter ain't gonna be bugging you about going to Target and getting the new Jay-Z vinyl. She probably wouldn't even know what to do with a damn vinyl. Jay-Z, what is he, like 60? So he's trying to appeal to his nostalgic older fans, and people don't want to let him do that because where he's selling the record. Get over it, man. There's nowhere he could sell it that's not deserving of a boycott. I know I'm not going to go, but I don't want the shit. Matter of fact, let me show y'all something real quick so we can get a better understanding of what's going on. We're going to mix this up a little bit. Y'all looking? Okay, let's go. Make sure y'all hit that like button too. Hit the notification button as well. Y'all got to see this, man. Look. I wanted to listen to Jay-Z, all I gotta do is type it in, man. Whole albums right here on YouTube. I ain't gotta pay a dime. I could put this on and let it play in the background. From the intro to the outro. All of his hits, all of his classics. Look at this. The full album. From top to bottom. All his work. And these other people that put, this ain't the Jay-Z playlist. Somebody put this together. Some dude named Rat God put Jay-Z album on YouTube for free. The blueprint, they spent millions of dollars to make these records. Now they ain't worth a damn. This the worst business you could have ever been a part of. You got to use it for what it's worth. This type of stuff is on. The music industry went to shit. So if you got a name, that's all you really got. He not banking on that. If they gave him a lump sum of money to put his vinyls in their stores, they did him a favor. People need to be praising Target instead of boycotting it for even allowing to have Jay-Z's music in their stores. Especially Reasonable Doubt. Matter of fact, let me see this real quick, because we're going to make this make sense all the way. Let me get this together. Y'all listening? Okay, this shit right here. Let's talk about it. This is it. This is the new vinyl that people fussing about. Hold on, let me put this in. So this the one at Target. It's a limited edition. Okay, Target snags exclusive limited run Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt vinyl reissue. So Target went ahead and snatched this up from Jay-Z. They figured we got dibs on that. It's an all-white vinyl. That should tell you something right there, man. He ain't doing it for the black culture like that. The vinyl is white. He don't give a damn if you go and buy it or not. And hip-hop artists in general don't give a damn about no black sales. Their main audience is suburban audience of rich white kids. It been like that since NWA. Fucking Run DMC. A black sale is cool, but it's never the target audience. They're trying to sell the black experience. How you gonna sell why would you be concerned about selling the black experience to black people that's already living the experience? Your aim, your goal is to sell the experience to people so they could study it from your perspective or whatever the case. You want to be a pioneer in foolishness. You selling black exploitation, your main target is not the people that you're exploiting. You figure they'll the last thing you want them to do is wake up and smell the damn roses or whatever. To celebrate the 30th anniversary of Jay-Z's 1996 album Reasonable Doubt, Target is offering an exclusive anniversary edition of the album in creamy white vinyl. Available starting June 26th, the vinyl features a number of details to entice fans, including exclusive packaging and never before released in this format version of select tracks. So, hey, they figured out a way to entice people to come down there and buy it. Let me see what he's talking about.
Hello everyone, I'm Mark Thompson for Digital Music News and Open on Sunday. Once again, back here on the ground for Music Biz 2026, right in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. So much to see and do. Let's go check it out. Welcome to Atlanta, where the play.
Whatever, they ain't talking about nothing. We gonna move on real quick. Hey man, let me know. I'm doing this video for YouTube Shorts. So best believe when I'm done with this, I'm gonna go ahead and chop this up. Hopefully y'all hit that like when I get done doing that. Y'all gonna see it real soon. I just wanted to, you know, talk about this situation and try to see why everybody is so upset. Somebody said Jay-Z has always been a sellout. Oh, let me turn it off. Jay-Z has always been a sellout. When they was kneeling for the black men who were getting shot and stepped on their backs by the police, Jay-Z told y'all to stop doing that, and y'all stop. And why? Let me see what else y'all talking about. Somebody's, y'all ain't talking, okay. Well, thank y'all for watching, man. It's a few more points I want to make before I get out of here real quick. No, put that other music on. A few more points I want to make before I go. It's only going to take a second. Okay, here we go.
All right, listen, I have a very sad story. The black delegation should take this up immediately. Jay-Z has decided to partner with Target. Now, need I remind you that when race relations were in question with the NFL
exclusive vinyl and Target. And people are saying, like, what's going on? Like, you know that we're boycotting Target. This is something we really care about. How could you do that? And my question is, what made you think that Jay-Z cared?
I don't give a damn if Jay-Z bought Mars. I would not look at Jay-Z as a leader of any kind, for anything. I don't care what he puts in Target. That's not going to make me go back.
Target want that old thing back. Target is outside with a boombox like, please come and holler at me. Please take me back, black community. Target is not just outside with a boombox. Target is on its knees with roses. Target is like, now how do we win the black community back? Put DEI back, or we just say, hey, you know what? We are for black women. They say, you know what? They want reasonable doubt. That's what they want.
Jay-Z has never been one of my favorite people. He has never been a genuine representation of the black community. He always talking about this all black. He got albums after albums talking about black empowerment. But I'm from Brooklyn, okay? Jay-Z displaced tens, if not hundreds of thousands of Brooklynites, including people in my own family, because he did a deal to bring the Barclays Center there.
Jay-Z, I see you, and I thought you got all that money so you could stand on your feet and not stay on your knees. And Beyonce, I see you too. And in the words of It the Sweet, get your ass down there and eat with your man. And I'm gonna say this with my whole chest. I don't respect what I see in y'all no more, because at some point it starts being business. It starts feeling like y'all standing in the middle of the same community that helped make y'all, making deals with the same system people are actively questioning. And I'm sick of acting like we're not supposed to notice that. And what's really making us tired is feeling that every time the community tries to organize its frustration, it gets rerouted into a marketing opportunity for people like y'all. Every protest becomes a backdrop. Every stance becomes a moment. Every cultural wave becomes a product cycle. And people are looking around like, do our boundaries even fucking matter?
While we're on the topic.
You know what, man? I'm over it, man. Be the main people and that Taco Bell drive-thru. If Jay-Z was on the can of beans, he wouldn't have no problem. That's what he need to do, especially looking like that. He need to be on a box of rice or some shit by now. Calm everybody's nerves. Him and Beyonce need to put whatever money they got left in. Make some lemonade. Instead of country time, they get, I don't know, fucking hip-hop times or something like that. Do some beans, do some something, man. Put some famous Jay-Z cookies out there just to shut everybody. Before they run their mouth and talk that shit, put that Jay-Z biscuit in their mouth. Do some biscuits. That'd make it. Put out a pie, the Jigga pie. Instead of sweet potatoes, do like a fucking cookies and cream or something. Jigga pie. Patti LaBelle gonna be mad as fuck if he did that. He gonna have to do something to shut people's mouths. He need some hottie sauce or something. Bring Megan Thee Stallion out. Put that Rock Nation hottie sauce back out there just to calm people down for a little bit. Do the Popeyes chicken. And I ain't trying to make this, because I'm black or whatever the case is. But put some Popeyes chicken sandwiches and put the Rock logo on the wrapper. And that'll shut people the fuck up, man. They would not boycott that. Like, oh shit, got the new Jay-Z chicken sandwich on deck. We gonna see what that do. We got the sauce. Oh, this that tenderism, man. Oh, them Rock Nation chicken sandwiches. People would not boycott that, man. Jay-Z, he need to do the wigs. The Jay-Z afros. It come with the rock hat on top of the afro wig. Like, I'm running late. I ain't got no time to do my hair. Thank God for this Jay-Z wig. I'm gonna put this on, have it to the side. Got my little Rock Nation shit going on. Thank God for Jay-Z. People wouldn't boycott that. When he was selling them ugly ass sneakers and he was working with Reeboks, where there was a bunch of people with them S.A.T Carters on with their white tee back in the day. He gonna figure it out, man. He gonna come with a goddamn a strawberry soda or something to get people to shut the hell up. Look at this.
With boycotts, it's also very important to boycott the person who continually tries to stop you Black people from boycotting. And you could have chose to sell it in, Black-owned record shops or other small businesses, but no, he chose Target, and that's very intentional. That is his job, and that is why Jay-Z is where he is.
One of two things happen. Either Target approached Jay-Z and offered him a whole lot of money, which I highly doubt, or Jay-Z saw an opportunity. He saw the void that is Black people not shopping at Target, and he pitched to Target, you know what? I'm the Black culture. I've got this huge cult-like following. If y'all give me a load of money, I will team up with y'all exclusively to do this. And it's like, Jay-Z, you leveraged the boycott and the struggle of our people who are attempting to put Target in their place. You leveraged that for your own personal gain, and it's fucked up.
Well, wait a minute, y'all. He said people attempting to put Target in their place. That's like, you see us trying to climb the hill, and we've been trying to climb the hill for a long ass time. Jay-Z probably figured, well, y'all ain't making no progress with this thing. He already good. He got a savings for his kids or whatever the case. He's handling his business. He's making business deals. Like, your problem is not my problem. And it's unfortunate that we all don't share the same problems. But just because you have a problem don't mean we have a problem. It's like that in any situation, especially in the Black community. Let you miss a parking space. You think they're going to pull out because they seen you circling around to come get that spot? Hell no. If they got there before you, then bitch, find somewhere else to park. Excuse me, I was coming around for that parking spot. Even though you was closer, I had my intent on that parking spot. And if they do get in their car and move and let you park, the first thing gonna come out your mouth is, oh, bitch ass nigga, lame ass, yeah, you see what I did, that old bitch ass, lame ass nigga, yeah. People like, the hell with that, man. However you can get a buck. Matter of fact, let's do this real quick. Y'all listening? I need to do this before I end the show. Because this been on my mind real hard. No, I don't need none of that music. Yeah, leave it right there, look. I'm baffled. Hold on. I'm over here baffled like a motherfucker. Okay, look. Okay, this the anthem. This was going on in the hood. This is the leading song in Black culture right now. The same culture that people feel like Jay-Z is disrespecting. This is the leading song in Black culture today. She said, where my scamming ass niggas at? Where they at? You think Target in the rush to get people to come back up in their store when this is the anthem of culture? They probably lock the goddamn where my scam ass niggas at? Where they at? Spending that money ass, chewing ass, going that boyard bag, boosting bitches, where y'all at? You think Target